Hello, guys, and welcome to the UEFA Champions League Round of 16 second leg predictions. And of course, in this video, I'm going to be predicting not only the scoring, but also who is going to go through to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. So, with that said, let's get started. But, guys, of course, if you're new here, then I want you to pause the video, go and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, football related. And now, let's get straight to the video. Now, guys, just for reference, these are the results of the first leg of the UEFA Champions League Round of 16 this season. And there were some shocking matches that happened in these fixtures. So, and I also made a reaction video of reacting to the results of the first leg. So if you want to watch that video, here it is right here. You can go on my channel and watch it. And now it's time to predict the second leg. And there is one thing that we need to consider, that the fixtures that were played on Tuesday are going to be played on Wednesday, and the Wednesday fixtures from last week, of course, are going to be played on Tuesday. So with that said, I'm just going to start with the Tuesday fixtures. So guys, the first fixture on Tuesday is Barcelona versus Benfica. Barcelona play Benfica at home. Now, the first leg of this, which was played in the Benfica Stadium in Portugal, it was very dramatic. A 1-0 win for Barcelona, who were 10 men only, with that red card to Cubarsí in the 22nd minute. Now, still we won. And I have to say that we won in a very miraculous way, I would say, because they had 26 shots and we had 10. And I think on the second half, we were so vulnerable. But still we won 1-0 away. And we're going home with a one goal advantage. And I think that we're going to pull it off. And I even made a video of this, reacting to this and the Liverpool match versus PSG. Here it is. You can go and watch it if you want. And I reacted to these two particular matches because they were insane. That's why I just needed to react to them. But yeah, I'm going to go with my prediction, and that's going to be like 3-1 Barcelona. Of course, we are going to go through. There's no way that Benfica are going to beat us at home. But just in case that happens, that's going to be like ridiculous. Like, we won away and we were so good in defending. They're so good in attacking, but we still won. So I'm just going to go with 3-1 just because I think that Benfica are going to come with something special. They're going to get their revenge of scoring a goal versus us at home. So yeah, I'm going to go with 3-1, and Barcelona qualify to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. But guys, the next match is between Liverpool and PSG. Now this, also, as I said, I made a separate video in which I reacted to this match and the Barcelona match. So you can go and watch it. And this match was so close to going, it was like very, very close to going PSG's way. They had 27 shots and Liverpool had literally 2 shots throughout the whole 90 minutes. But still Liverpool won 1-0. And that's what matters in football. No matter how many shots you put, if they don't go in, they don't go in. Okay? That's what football is all about. But this match, guys, which is played at Anfield, with Liverpool having a 1-goal advantage versus PSG at Anfield, I think that they're going to come up with at least 2 goals. At least 2 goals. I'm actually going to go with 2-1 on this one, because I think that PSG, just like how Benfica, they're going to try to get that 1 goal that they deserve to get it in their own stadium. They're going to go away and get that 1 goal. And same thing I think is going to happen with this match, that PSG are going to try to score that 1 goal that they wanted to score in their own stadium, Parc des Princes. And they're going to do it here at Anfield. So it's going to be a very close one, maybe 3-1 or maybe 2-1. I'm actually going to go with 2-1 just because of how. Now, there is one thing, that this is Anfield, so I have to go with something like, maybe it's going to be 3-2 or maybe 2-1, but since these two attacking teams are very good in attacking, and Liverpool being one of the best teams this season, to be honest, I'm going to go with 3-1, okay? Now, this is actually very hard to predict. I want to go with 3-2, actually, but I'm going to go with 3-1. So my prediction is going to be 3-1. And of course, Liverpool winning and going through the round of 16 to the quarterfinals. So I'm going to go with 3-1 Liverpool and leaving PSG behind. The next match, guys, is between Inter and Feyenoord. Now, the aggregate here is 2-0 to Inter. And I'm just going to go with what I feel that most of the people feel is that Inter Milan is going to the quarterfinals with a win of like 3-0. I'm going to go with 3-0. Okay? 3-0 Inter Milan. No matter what the scoreline is going to be, they're going to win. There's no way that Feyenoord is going to cause any trouble to Inter Milan at the San Siro. So I'm going to go with 3-0. Not even 3-1. 3-0. 3-0. I'm going to go with 3-0. And Inter Milan, of course, going through the quarterfinals. I don't have to talk much about this match because it's very clear. Feyenoord, there's no way that they're going to beat Inter Milan. The last match, guys, for Tuesday is going to be Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich. Now, the aggregate here is 3-0, and I don't think that Bayer Leverkusen are going to do anything special to Bayern Munich, even in the Bayer Arena. Because this, as I mentioned in the first leg prediction video, this is Champions League Bayern Munich. You don't mess with Champions League Bayern Munich that easily, okay? Even if you won you didn't win, but you went unbeaten versus Bayern Munich like 6 matches in a row. That doesn't mean that you're going to get the win versus them in the Champions League. This is Champions League, bro. No matter who you are, no matter how are you in the domestic cups, and the Champions League, it's a different story. That's what I'm trying to say. And what I'm also trying to say is that Bayern Munich are going to go in the Bayer Arena, extend their lead to 5 goals. So that's going to be 5-0. But I'm going to give 1 goal to Bayer Leverkusen just because it's their stadium, so they have an advantage of some sort. So it's going to be 2-1 to Bayern Munich. Bayer Leverkusen are going to lose 2-1 to Bayern Munich at their own stadium. So that's my prediction. And, of course, Bayern Munich going to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. Now, guys, let's start with the Wednesday fixtures. And the first one is LOSC Lille. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, of course, but yeah, Lille versus Dortmund. Now, the first match played at the Signal Iduna Park, they ended 1-1, so the aggregate is 1-1. And to be honest, I don't think that Dortmund is going to make it. I think that Lille are going to beat Dortmund in France, and the scoring is going to be like, I'm going to predict 2-0. I'm not going to predict anything crazy. I don't think that Dortmund are going to, I don't know what's going to happen, like what the scoring is going to be, but I think that Lille is going to qualify to the quarterfinals, leaving Dortmund behind. And the reason why is because Lille has been fantastic this season. They even beat Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League. Imagine that. And it's a team that in the right times, they actually showed up. And I think that they actually finished in the top 8 in the Champions League table. Let me check. Yes, they finished 7th in the Champions League table. So in the first 8. So they qualified directly to the round of 16. So this is the reason why, guys. Lille are gonna win versus Dortmund in France 2-0. 2-0. That's my prediction. And of course, leaving Dortmund behind. Now, guys, the next match is between Aston Villa and Club Brugge. Now, I think this is also very clear. Now, like, there are some matches that are so clear, you don't have to talk too much. This one is definitely Aston Villa. They're playing, first of all, the aggregate is 3-1 to Aston Villa. Aston Villa 3, Club Brugge 1. And there's no way that Club Brugge are going to cause any damage to Aston Villa at the Villa Park. So this is definitely 100% Aston Villa going to the the quarterfinals of the Champions League, leaving Club Brugge behind. Now, I actually predicted that it's going to be 1-1 in the first leg. And the reason why I did that is that both teams are like equally like on the, their abilities are equal. But the one thing that I considered in that video is that Aston Villa have signed some good attacks, like Marcus Rashford, Marco Asensio, who have been balling for Aston Villa so far. Like, Asensio even scored a penalty versus Club Brugge in the first leg. And the same kind of scenario is going to happen even at the Villa Park. So I'm going to back Aston Villa, who are going to go through the round of 16 to the quarterfinals, leaving Club Brugge behind with a scoring of 3-0. Yep, you heard me right. 3-0 Aston Villa at the Villa Park, leaving Club Brugge behind. Guys, this next fixture, there's an aggregate of 7-1, and it's, of course, Arsenal versus PSV. Now, who could have imagined that Arsenal, lacking in attack, is going to win 7-1 away in the first leg and return to the Emirates with a 7-1 lead versus PSV? Who could have imagined that? And in the first leg prediction video, I mentioned that Arsenal are so vulnerable in attack. They are so lacking in the attack. But still, I guess there was no problem for Arsenal, even though having literally no strikers in their squad. So yeah, I think that Arsenal is definitely going to go to the quarterfinals. They've already gone, because 7-1 away, like, there's no way that PSV is going to make a comeback to Arsenal at the Emirates, bro. There's no way. So yeah, Arsenal is going to qualify for the quarterfinals, leaving PSV behind. But the problem here is the prediction of the scoring, because if they can score 7 goals away, how many can they score at home? Now, of course, I'm not saying that they're going to score like the same amount of goals that they scored away. It's not how football is. I'm going to just go with 4-0. I want to go with 5-0, but I'm going to go with 4-0. Okay? I'm going to go with 4-0 to Arsenal. And, of course, they going through the round of 16 to the quarterfinals and leaving PSV behind. Now, guys, this last and final fixture for this video, and also for the round of 16 second leg Champions League fixtures, is probably the most difficult one, but also very easy. It's the Madrid derby between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, in which Real Madrid have a one-goal advantage. They won 2-1 at the first leg in the Bernabeu, and now they're going to the Metropolitano with a one-goal advantage, with, of course, the aggregate being 2-1 to Real Madrid and 1 to Atletico Madrid. I think that the same thing is going to happen at the Metropolitano, guys. This is Champions League Real Madrid, okay? And I have seen Atletico Madrid play 3 times this season. They are not playing good versus Real Madrid. They don't have a very good attack, Atletico Madrid. And that's the reason why I think Real Madrid, with their excellent attack, with so many quality attacking players, that they're going to beat Atletico Madrid, even at the Metropolitano, 2-1, and go to the the quarterfinals, leaving Atletico Madrid behind. So that's my prediction. And of course, that's the final prediction for this video. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below on which are your predictions for the second leg on who's going to go through the round of 16 to the quarterfinals. And also, I'm going to make a reaction video of the second legs of the Champions League. Make sure to watch that, and I'll see you on that video.